Welcome back to the Nerdy Chicano Live. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. And today is a wonderful Wednesday, Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, Wednesday. It's right? It's Wednesday? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I think it is.
Wednesday.
I
I
think it
think.
is. I
I
think it
hope.
is. Yeah, I hope. I hope. What's going on, everybody? We're back for another episode. Well, this is the weird part. The first official episode of the Nerdy Chicano Live, even though my birthday was like a special episode I did for us because it was my birthday. But this is the first official episode of the Nerdy Chicano Live. And as always, I'm the Nerdy Chicano himself. My name is Raul Alejandro Mendoza. I'll introduce myself and all that stuff, but I want to go ahead and talk about my guests first. Today, joining me is the wonderful Aiden Kossick, host of Desert Men Live. Plays games at twitch.tv/ the Aiden Kossick. He does a bunch of what's called reviews as well. Ex-YouTuber. Maybe he's coming back. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm coming back. We got
You
something
coming back?
planned.
All right, all
We got
right.
something planned.
But I know him more as a wonderful friend of mine. So,
Yes, sir.
Aiden, do you want to let the people know who you are and introduce yourself to them? Because we on a new home, baby. This is a new place.
I know it's a new home. We've also got Max in the chat. What's up, Max? Yeah,
Max.
man. As you said, I'm Aiden Kossick. I mean, I'm pretty much the same as everyone else in this space in a weird way, Like I love movies. I love geeky stuff. I love comics. I love toys. I love wrestling. I love all types of things. You know what I mean? Oh no, not the open water bottle that I realized was open spilling over my lap on the
Dude,
first episode.
I just opened my chat.
We'll deal with it.
I just opened my chat widget. So I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah.
see Max. I didn't see Max's comment. But Max, hey dude, thanks for for being in here. Oriana,
Yeah,
thanks for
thanks
being
for
in
being
here.
in here.
Yeah.
What a premiere, like me spilling water all over my sweat. Oh boy,
Oh
that's
my god, dude.
jeez, man.
That's the way to really start it off, huh?
Can we start over? No, I'm just playing. But yeah, man, I love I love everything involved with entertainment. Basically, I'm just it's funny because we know so many people who are like really involved in the space. I mean, even you, and it's just like I'd always kind of like poked at it, but I never really tried to like dive
Yeah.
into it too much. So
Yeah.
now it's a new year. I'm trying new things. I'm trying to do the whole Patreon thing in about a week
Mm-hmm.
from now. Actually, like
Right.
7 days. I've got content for that already. I've
Yeah.
got things that I've got going on. Games that I'm playing on my Twitch,
Yeah.
trying to figure out future content that I'm going to be doing down the line. It's fun, but it's a little stressful, but it's fun.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Brandon. Brandon Buckingham subbing to my channel. Thank you guys so much. So I mean, I guess what's it called? Might as well just finally introduce myself, right? My name is Raul Alejandro Mendoza. I am at the Nerdy Chicano. If you want a little story about that, I call myself I'm Chicano. I'm Latino. I called myself the Nerdy Chicano because I'm a nerd and I'm Chicano. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Uh, I am Raul. I am a filmmaker, podcaster, photographer. I do a lot of things. I am currently working on my short film Before I Leave, which is an LGBTQ plus drama revolving around the Latin community that I'm a part of. And I am a lover of art and cinema and everything that is in between. I love video games. I love pro wrestling. I love so many things. I work over there I created and host a lot of the shows on the Nerdcore. I created that podcast network, and I'm still there. I'm still having fun there, but I had to make sure that I didn't leave this channel and this accounts dried up with nothing on there. So I decided to, start making content up on here. And on Monday, we had our first episode of Between the Frames, which is a weekly discussion, what's it called? A discussion stream where I talk about specific films. This week we looked at Lars von Trier's Antichrist, and next week we will be looking at Lars von Trier's Melancholia as we make way through his Depression trilogy. But yeah, I mean, if you just knowing anything about me, it's just I love art, I love movies, I love to talk, and I love making this type of content. And it's a lot of fun. I work a lot with Aiden and doing a bunch of cool stuff with him. on the
Oh yeah.
Nerdcore. Yeah, we do a lot of cool stuff, and I'm just happy that like he wanted to be the guest today. So
Heck yeah. I got free time. Why not? Why not do
yeah,
another show?
why
Why not
not?
add another one to the arsenal?
Yeah, man. Yeah. The Nerdy Chicano Live is a pretty simple show, my friends. Every week on Wednesdays at 1 p.m., we come on this channel on Twitch and YouTube, and we talk to each other. We talk about our lives. We talk about what's going on in the world. But most importantly, we have a discussion at the end that is a pretty big, topic that we want to discuss, and we'll go on for about an hour throughout this show. This is kind of like a little revamping of what I wanted, the Nerdy Chicano show, what was on the Nerdcore Podcast Network to become. But I decided to move it over here. I ended that show and decided to move this over here. And yeah, Michael Chu in the chat. Mikey, what's going on?
Sure.
Two kings, handsomest players in the game. Nah, bro, that's you, baby. That's you. I don't know.
That's Mikey, bro.
That's Mikey, bro. Mikey, a great looking guy, man. Great looking guy, a king in every sense of the word, man. Thank you for stopping by, Mikey. It's awesome to have you here again on stream. But yeah, man. Aiden, how's it going, bro? How you been?
Man, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, man. Working a full-time job plus trying to find time to like do things that I actually enjoy, but also trying to find the time to make content, from the ground up. And it's this weird line, man. I'm so overwhelmed by all the things that I'm doing, but at the same time, it's like I'm having fun making the content. So that's a plus. You know what I mean? Because we just did. Rachel and I'm sure Rachel will appear on the show at some point.
Yeah.
Rachel and we just did like so many commentaries for like all the DCEU movies, and that was a lot of fun. Even the ones that I didn't like watching, it was like, at least I'm having fun doing it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I've kind of found this thing where like I'm enjoying watching movies again, because with everything that happened with COVID, like I just kind of stopped for like a year and a half. I just stopped watching movies. I don't know what it was. It was just like, I guess the depression of like, well, I guess I'm not ever going to a theater again, kind of hit. And I was like, I don't know how to feel about that. I just kind of stopped watching movies for a while.
It's so interesting you bring that up, dude. Like it's kind of the same thing with me. I don't know if a lot of y'all in the chat are like us, but the theater's my happy place. When I was I was on campus and I didn't have class and I had like free days to like be able to go do what I wanted to do. I simply get up, I take an Uber, or I take I wanted to take the metro, because I finally started to learn how to take the metro. But then the pandemic hit. I'd go downtown, I go to my theater, and I go watch a film. And I'd go in the morning because, of course, what's called that early bird, pricing, you get them like pretty good price, the matinee. So, I'd go and I have my fun there and go and watch movies for a good like an hour to 2 hours. I had enough time in my head where there was nothing going on, and I was just concentrating on watching a movie, and somehow life made sense in a way. The pandemic hit, and then of course that was stripped away from us. And it's understandable. It's understandable that it was, because we don't want to get sick, man. We want to stay healthy. We want to make sure that things like we don't have to get sick, and we don't have to fall onto the situation that we've been hearing a lot of people have been going through with COVID. But it did leave a really big place in our heart that we were missing. And I've got the first dose of the vaccine already. And I'm hoping that next month, after I get the second dose, I can safely go back to the theaters again. But yeah, man, I understand, man. It's weird as content creators how much we want to keep making, right? But like at the same time, we kind of feel a burnout coming, and it's like,
it sucks just because it's like I'm not at a level yet where like my job is making content. Which sounds weird, because it's like I enjoy what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Even though I'm trying to make a living off of it. Like I want to get to a point where like I've got X amount of people subscribed per month who want to watch what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Specifically not because like I want their money, but because I want to build my own community in a way where like I've got my own support to kind of like fall back on in a weird way, and then they also have like me to lean back on. It's weird to like put yourself in a position where it's like you're trying to build fans in a weird way. I don't know, but you know, I do want to make enough money so that way I can quit my job that I'm not happy with. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I had you know, some microaggressions just this week. You know, about just wearing a do-rag underneath a hoodie. You know what I mean? That no one could even see, but it made some white lady uncomfortable. So of course now I'm forced to have to take it off. And it's like, well, why does that make you uncomfortable? And just things like that I don't want to deal with anymore. You know, I want to be my own employer. I want to be my own boss. You know, I want to make the content that I enjoy making and have a good time with it full time. So I don't know.
Yeah. And it's a damn shame, man. You know, I was there with you when that was going down.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame. You know, first of all, like I would get if it was like a, hey man, we got like a dress code here and stuff, but like anybody who knows your job knows how lenient they are. And like they don't really care. They don't
care.
But like
I walk around the entire day with my headphones in talking on the phone for 8.5 hours a day. They don't care. You know what I mean? It's just like it really sucks that things like that still happen.
Yeah, it's a nice little peek into the world of what if it is to be a black man in this country, man. You know, it's what's it called? There's discomfort met on every single level. Like I think you said it that day, bro. It's like, I mean, being black somehow, what's it called, makes everybody else uncomfortable all the time. Yeah.
I'm literally just standing here doing my job, and no matter what I do, I'm gonna make somebody in the room uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just by being there, you know, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It really does.
I'll have you know, bro.
It doesn't make me upset to be black though. Like it makes me like it even more because I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Fuck you people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. So the way I feel about Latino too, like, hey, why don't you start speaking English? I'm like, well, I get to speak whatever the fuck I want to speak. You know, and that makes you uncomfortable.
Sorry, I have more intellect that I know multiple languages. You fucking...
Go learn Spanish, motherfucker.
Why don't you learn Spanish?
Yeah. I was gonna say, but bro, I'll let you know that your content is great, man, and I, you know, you're gonna get there. Just, you know, it's about just working towards it, keeping your eyes on the prize. You know,
I got faith.
Yes, sir.
I got faith, especially because we were like, you know, unfortunately this week we're gonna have to skip it again, Desertman Live, at least the traditional way. But you know, aside from the past 2 weeks, you know, I feel like Dwayne and I have also hit like a really good stride with like our content that we've been doing every Friday. I mean, we're getting a lot of people saying that they really like it. You know, we're not doing, you know, thousands of numbers yet. I have no doubt that one day we will. But you know, the people who do watch it really enjoy it. So that, I mean, that really makes me happy.
Yep. And just keep working at it, bro, because you know you're doing good. You're doing good. It's just it's a tough ride, man. It really is. It's a long ride, but like it's really worth it, honestly, because I mean, you can tell the community that I built. You know, I built a pretty I want to say a decent community, and I think that we have good people in our community. It's just it takes hard work and time, and I know that you're gonna do it. I know that you're gonna be good with it.
Yeah.
So
it'll get done. It'll get done.
Both of you guys are inspirations with your craft. Don't ever stop. Thanks, Mikey. It means a lot, man. It means a lot.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, especially coming from the guy who literally interviewed my favorite YouTuber in the entire world. It makes me happy.
Yeah. I want to go ahead and remind you all, guys, if you want to go ahead and join this conversation, if you want to send questions, if you want to go ahead and give us some comments, well, I mean, not comments, but like, you know, questions you want us to ask, please go ahead and send a donation over to streamelements.com/tip. I mean, slash the Nerdy Chicano /tip. I'm currently raising funds for my last round of crowdfunding for my upcoming short film. I'm gonna be real with you guys. We have money right now, enough to pay the cast, and that's it. We need our money to be able to rent our equipment one more time, and to be able to have enough to pay for lunch on set. But that's gonna be and pay the crew. So guys, go over to streamelements.com/tip, and I just noticed that, you know, it's not gonna. It does.
Oh, it didn't come out.
Didn't come out with the freaking, what's it called? The thing, dude.
Oh man,
there we
sucks.
Go. Tip.
Well, you figure that out. Yeah. I was gonna ask. So you only have enough to be able to pay the cast and crew right now, but are you gonna
only the cast?
The cast. Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna be able to do another, like GoFundMe kind of thing? I don't remember what it was that you did.
We're doing one more round. We're doing one more round of the Indiegogo. That should be up by the end of the week. But right now I'm kind of taking stuff here because we're we're
Yeah, any bit helps, you know.
yeah. I mean, Aiden was a a supporter at the $100 at the movie poster, man. Yeah, you got the poster. It helped us out a lot, guys. It's just that's how it is. In the world where I would have been able to record to film it all in the matter of 5 days, I wouldn't have to ask for money anymore because we would have been able to finish it that first time around. But because of COVID, we had to kind of adjust ourselves. So we have to just get our equipment again for this next weekend, for this last weekend that we're gonna be filming. So we just need to be able to get the money that we need to get to do that. So I'm confident that once I launch that Indiegogo again, it'll have a smaller goal because we know at least how much we need to start raising again now. I know that we'll have we'll meet the goal. So once again, guys, www.streamelements.com/thenerdchicano/tip. Please go over there, help me out. I don't do impressions on here, but I will.
Yeah, we don't do impressions for $20.
No,
Sorry.
no. But I do I do really appreciate you guys, and I'll answer questions.
But at least you know that your money here is actually being put towards something that's actually going to help out a lot of people. So you know. At least you got that.
Yeah. Mikey says that the chemistry of dessert men are what great shows are made of. I agree, man. Dan and Dwayne have a great dynamic, man, and it's a lot of fun to see it on the screen. It kind of reminds you of the fucking dynamic that Brad and I have. It's really organic and it just works really well. Yeah.
I feel like a little conceited saying it, but I mean, I've been told a lot, and like I would be a little dumb for not recognizing it, but like, I mean, Kevin has said, he's like, I love Aiden because he's literally the same with everyone as he is with his friends, and I'm like, yeah, I just try to stay kind of honest with people.
Yeah.
I kind of I just try to treat everyone like they're my best friend in a weird way, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like I got a lot of good chemistry with a lot of the people that I work with on camera, especially now that I've been working on camera a lot more recently.
Yeah.
Which has been fun, you know. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
It's weird to think of a time when we were, intimidated by this little thing right here.
Yeah.
You know? It's weird. I point at my camera, but I forget that on the Discord call that we're on, you can't see because
Yeah,
obviously.
you gotta point somewhere else.
Yeah, because of stupid Discord not letting my camera show up on
and now
here.
I've got this weird directly in front of me angle that I don't normally have. Today is throwing me off because it won't recognize my actual camera. So that's fun.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's fun doing this stuff on camera, and it is funny that I remember, I mean, you can still go find some of my old YouTube videos. They're gonna get unlisted on the first. I think I'm gonna put them on my Patreon if people want to watch them.
A little bit of the backlog.
Man, some of those old videos, I was shaking nervous talking to the camera.
Yeah, bro.
And now it's I can put on a camera for anything, and I don't feel any effect by it anymore at this point.
It was the same with me.
Sometimes I get too comfortable.
Yeah, it was the same with. Well, I still do. I'm gonna be real honest. I still can't. I don't know how I'm gonna record my YouTube videos because I do need to do some reviews, but I still kind of get a little nervous, but I think my nerves go away when it's something that's live for tape, because it's okay, I got to put myself in the mindset hey, I got to do this in one take, and literally one take, because it's live stream. But when I have to do something like a recorded video, like the Indiegogo video for Before I Leave, I did about 6 versions of that. I fucked up so many times, dude. But there is
just the nerves getting to you.
There is so many times you can fuck up where you can just not have a video, a good video, because I'm not gonna have a video that's hey guys, my name is Raul Alejandro Mendoza. Cut. This is my project Before I Leave. Cut. This is my cut. Yeah. This is my cut. No, man. It's just I get nervous in front of the camera. Well, to be fair, anybody who knows me knows that my work that I do with film, it's behind the camera. I don't get anywhere near in front of it. That's not my area, and I don't act like I know that area. But when it comes to having to record content like this, in like pre-recorded, like I get nervous. I still get a little nervous.
Yeah, I think every now and then the nerves kind of hit me. It just depends on like what we're talking about. But honestly, man, it just feels so natural these days just to hop in front of it and just talk about whatever. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what we're talking about. Like, I think again on Desertman Live, that's the best thing. Like throughout the week, we just put what we're gonna talk about on a Google Doc, and then like 5 minutes before the show starts, we're like, okay, do we want to cut any of these? And Dwayne will be like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this one. Or I'll be like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this one. Yeah. And then we just go. Like, we don't rehearse anything. We don't say, okay, we'll do this and then go to that. We just kind of do it naturally. You know what I mean? And it's good. It's good to have someone with you that can kind of bring that out of you, and vice versa. I mean, even here, I'm like, we were like, you gave me, you're like, this is the topic. And I was like, okay, what else are we going to talk about? I don't know. I was like, all right, sounds good. I guess we'll go do a couple hours. It sounds good to me.
I want to just have a conversation. Let's just talk, like talking about what's going on, man. What's going on with us? What are we observing outside in the world? What anything that's like, like really standing to our eyes, and then we get to a main topic and we go for like a good 30 minutes on that, And to be fair, that puts less stress on me, but it's also a way that I can give you guys the most organic conversation I can give you, because like I tell everybody, all my reviews, I don't have scripts for that. There's no script for that. There's nothing that I follow. With literally any show I do, there is no script. I have a topic that I have to do, and I find my way to get there. That's it. I don't like that script stuff. Like that's stuff that I gotta put a lot of time in to make it less organic than what it needs to be. Yeah. I like that shirt you got on, though, bro. You got that D-Generation X shirt, baby.
Oh, yeah. This one, man, all my wrestling shirts are kind of pricey, dude. Because I go out, I want the ones that I want, you know what I mean?
You want that old school stuff, yeah.
Yeah, this was like the one that I'd wanted out of all the D-Generation X shirts. There's one more that I really like where it's like all of them when they're doing like the little X. I want that shirt as well, but like that one's like $100.
Yeah.
I mean, even this one was like $60 I had to pay, but I'm happy with it. And that NWO shirt that I got for freaking steel, that one too.
Oh yeah. You don't want the 2008 DX shirt with Sean and Triple H and their ass showing.
No, man, I don't want that. I don't want these new. I hate that. Like, honestly, I really don't like WWE's like merchandise for the most part. Like, there's so many people that's like merch I want to buy because I want to support that person, but it's just like
it's bad.
I can't put this on my body.
I like the new Daniel Bryan shirt. I really like the new Daniel Bryan shirt.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. It's like a tree, but it's in the shape of a finger, like it's giving up the the yes.
Okay, I'll have to check that.
Yeah, it's on a white T-shirt. I really like that one. I'm not gonna lie, I like that one. But like usually, most of the time, I'm gonna agree with you, bro. Like when I'm gonna get merch, I need something that looks good when I'm gonna wear it, right? Because I need to make sure that I look good.
Like I got my boy right here, the Fiend, but his merch is literally so ugly. Like every bit of the Fiend's merch looks like it's something out of like a 12-year-old's dream at Hot Topic, and it's just that's not my style at all. Like I don't wear rude jeans. I don't wear acid wash distressed hoodies. That's just not my vibe. I just don't want it, man.
Oh my
AEW
God.
too. AEW's merch isn't all that great. Like it's just like so cheaply made. And I'm going to the Thunder Rosa meet and greet on Saturday. And I feel bad I don't have any of her merch. But it is what it is.
If anybody remembers, what's it called? If anybody remembers, like some of the old Undertaker merch that they used to have, like back in 2006. Good Lord, bro! Like,
pretty bad.
Yeah, I remember I got a Rey Mysterio shirt at the flea market. It was obviously a fake one. It wasn't a real WWE product. It just had Rey Mysterio, the logo, and then it had Rey's body. And I took that shit to school all the time because I love Rey Mysterio. I've said multiple times, Rey Mysterio is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's one of the many people who I say was like one of the first Latino representation I ever saw on my TV, because before I ever saw it on a TV show, I saw it in wrestling, and that was a really big part about my growing up.
Yeah.
It was just Ray's body, and his nipples were standing were standing there and everything. And like apparently that was the one thing that everybody noticed at school, and they were like, "Look at the nipples! Look at the nipples!" And I'm like, "Bro, what?" Like, I mean,
Yeah.
concentrate on the cool ass logo love here.
Yeah. I remember being in like elementary school. I think elementary school is like the most wrestling shirts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Around, because around that time period when John Cena was really big, and just seeing like all the kids come in with like the absolute worst, like the jean shorts that go like just below your kneecap, and like the super bright red or like bright orange or bright neon like John Cena shirt, and all the kids with like the sweatbands on their wrists just doing like the you can't see me. Oh man, what a time to be alive!
What a time to be alive. I used to have a SmackDown hoodie from Walmart. The fit in middle school couldn't be contained. Gotta love Ray, bro. Ray's nipples. Why did we have the same situation? Yeah, bro. Like literally, like they would always be like, I'm like, what the fuck you laughing at? They're just nipples, bro. You got some too, and I'm pretty sure they're as brown as they are. Like. Come on, man.
My mom came into school one time with a hoodie that had like this naked woman on it. And it was in elementary school, and they didn't recognize it when she walked in the door, and the kids were just having a field day with that one. Little kids are so immature, dude. Yeah. I mean, I'm 21 and I'm immature, so
I mean, yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass. I mean, let's be real here. Yeah. Like, I don't claim to be any, I'm mature to a lot of things, but like, I'm still as dumb as I was at 15. But like, yeah, little kids have a way of being just the purest fucking assholes I've ever met. Like, but I'm telling you guys, I don't know how the Cena merch got worse throughout the years, like the bright ass red, because like, if anybody remembers like that 2006, 2004 to 2006 Cena merch, like when it was just like not that bad, like the original Hustle, Loyalty, Respect shirt. That's a cool shirt, really cool.
Yeah, the OG stuff.
Yeah,
back before they ran Cena into the ground.
Before they started giving him every color in the rainbow shirt, and they started putting like the freaking Hustle, Loyalty, Respect on a bright ass yellow shirt, and it's like, bro, I can't wear that out in public. Like, that stands out too much. I need something that's a little, not as loud.
Yeah, you're gonna get clowned if you wear that in public, man.
Yeah.
I can't go on WWE.shop or whatever it is and buy a Cena shirt. I can't do it. I can't really buy anything. Yeah. To be honest.
Hold on, man. What's called? We're in a little problem with the focus ring here, so I'm gonna go ahead and There we go.
Well, while you do that, I'll talk about how.
I got it.
If there's anything I want to get from that WWE shop, though.
Yeah.
Did you see that new Stone Cold belt they put up? That's like $1,000.
The one for 316 day, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have $1,000 at all. I think as soon as I get $1,000,
nowhere close.
I might buy that belt.
Yeah. The loading screens.
So bad.
The loading screens for SmackDown versus Raw 2007 had everyone laughing at the boogeyman eating worms, Ray's nipples, and Randy Orton's blue trunks. Randy Orton's blue trunks, bro. Randy's blue trunks. Hey, y'all remember Blue Tista?
Blue Tista? Bro, I forgot about the freaking boogeyman. Yeah. That one brought out a memory. That's just not a name that you really think about.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by the chat, Michelle. Thank you so much on Twitch. Bro, Cena circa 2005, 2007 was a legend. Yeah, y'all are breaking up. Hold up, let me stop chewing. Shut the fuck up, Rachel.
Oh my god, Rachel. Hang on, are you chewing, Ro? Can the audience hear?
I don't know. Are you chewing, bro? Are you chewing?
I'm not chewing.
No. Oh my god,
bro! I'm looking at that belt right now, man. $999, but it's that thing looks good, dude. I want it so bad.
I want that Eddie belt.
One of those belts.
I want that Eddie.
The Eddie one.
Yeah.
Man.
It's crazy how much as a kid I was like, I don't think I'll ever have enough money to to buy a belt. Now I have enough money to buy a belt, but I can't spend it on a belt.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It's like, now, like if I was a kid and I saw how much money I had, like, oh, you're rich, but now I'm like, man, I gotta pay rent and I gotta pay my utilities and I gotta pay for like my entertainment bills. Then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat for the rest of the month. So I gotta pay for my groceries. It's like, it's crazy the mindset that you have whenever you're a little kid when like wrestling or like comic books is all that really matters. And now you're an adult. Yeah. Well, I say that and I'm looking at my desk and I've got a stack of thousands of dollars worth of comics right here, and I've got my both my wrestling figures to my side, and I've got my wrestling shirt on. So I guess priorities don't change. It's just the order you buy them in.
Mikey wants to know what our favorite championship belt designs are.
My favorite championship belt? Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what's yours? Because I have to go through
the WWE title that Eddie won at WrestleMania. What became the undisputed championship. Yeah, that one. I love that belt. That belt is freaking awesome, dude. That belt that looks like a belt you want to win. Like I say the same for the big gold belt. You know, the Attitude Era. What's it called? WWF belt. Of course the IWGP heavyweight title. You know, you can't not bring that one up. I mean, that's a legendary title. Also, I believe that's the heaviest championship title because it's made out of like real gold and shit. Like it's a heavy freaking title. Yeah, those are some of my favorites. But my favorite of all time is that WWE title belt, the one that Eddie won.
I love the Attitude Era championship belt. I love that one, but I really love the Attitude Era Intercontinental Championship belt. I love the way that looks. But I have a soft spot too for the NWO spray paint WCW belt. Oh man, I hope you're not dying. Chewing on something, Raul? You good, man?
Holy shit!
Thought you had the vaccine, brother.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Thought so too, but the side effects hit me.
Sorry.
Are you transforming right now?
Yeah, transforming into Frieza. Oh!
Get you some water. Get you some water. Don't die on camera. We don't want that to happen.
Oh man.
But while you're dying, also the ECW championship belt. That's another really good belt. I love that one also.
Oh shit.
Final form Raul is emerging.
Final form.
It's happening. He's gonna come out all white with a purple jewel sticking out of his head and a big ass long white tail.
That's how you start that's how you debut this show, baby.
That's how you debut the show with a death on screen. But man, I'm looking at the website. Are they really selling the up down down belt?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're selling it for like $300, man.
I ain't paying $300 for that shit.
I'm not paying $300 for that thing.
I'll win it.
Man,
but...
I love the New Day guys, but that ain't it. That ain't it, fella.
Oh man.
The
Sorry about
hardcore
that,
belt
guys.
was cool too.
I love the ECW. I love all the ECW belt designs.
Yeah.
The original ECW belt, the second one they did, and then the WWE ECW belt that they did. Like that belt has never not looked good. Like I freaking love that belt. The hardcore title too. Mikey brought one up that I really like. The white Intercontinental title.
Yeah. The white one.
I love that one. Of course, that was the original look of the one that Dusty had won back in the 80s. And
Dusty, baby.
Yeah. God damn it, man. Never let, what's it called, saliva go through the wrong hole. Or wrong pipe. Nope.
Never let it happen.
Yeah, I'm over here about to die on camera.
Yeah,
Clickbait,
it's
man.
the worst.
Mexican dies on camera.
Oh, hey, I wouldn't put it like that. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, there's so many. I don't know, man. It's crazy how much of wrestling has had an impact on us, too.
Yeah.
Growing up. And I'm really back into it again now. Now that I'm finally getting Hulu Live TV.
Yeah, yep.
So that way we can watch stuff finally live.
It's gonna be nice to not have to recap the shows from a link.
Yeah, from a link and from the clips that they post on Instagram and stuff.
I can actually write down what I enjoy.
What you actually saw.
Yep.
I mean, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you, if they keep putting on Raws like I've seen though, because listen, bro, I gotta wait. I see Raw. I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching them though, because Raw is just atrocious these days, dude. Raw is damn near unwatchable. Yeah,
no, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro. Cause like, it's pretty bad, bro. Like, here's where I say a couple of things. Now I love that this just turned into High Flyer Radio.
That's what you do whenever you add me on. We're either talking about comic books or we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about wrestling.
Yeah. What this is what happens when you take Heyman out of the executive, what's it called, director position that he was in,
Yeah.
and he was doing a lot of good work. I don't know why that stopped. I have no idea. Like that was a really good decision. You were seeing some different things going on, but it just Raw is just unwatchable right now. Like really unwatchable. Yeah. I will say though, as unwatchable as it is, I'm still gonna watch the Raw after WrestleMania. You always do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Raw after WrestleMania, it's always gotta get to watch that.
When WWE comes to Dallas, I think it's 2023 when they're coming to Dallas for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
No, we have to go, and I'm gonna try so hard to get tickets for the Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
Which I hear is like almost impossible to get tickets for the Raw after Mania. Like I hear it's really hard to get tickets for the Raw. But I'm gonna try because I would love to be there for both of those.
Yeah. Y'all played the wrestling games growing up? If no, what were your if so, what were your favorites? SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. SVR, what's it called? 2007. 2007 is goated, bro. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 is freaking goated. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, where they put ECW in the roster too, freaking goated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never played any of them because like this is the thing. I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling when I was a kid.
Oh really?
Like, I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling. So
That's
when
weird.
I watched wrestling, it's because everyone else was asleep and I was sneaking off in the back because I had like DVR'd it, and I would watch it in like my grandmother's office, and that's how I would watch wrestling. And I remember getting in trouble because I bought like the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, or one of them. It was like 2007, I think. I bought like the 2007 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view on the TV remote, and they got charged a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
And they were not happy about it. So yeah, I didn't really have like a direct exposure to wrestling when I was a kid. Plus, I would also learn from like the kids at school who would like bring their action figures and like their wrestling shirts and stuff. So that's kind of like my access to wrestling. I didn't really get into it as much as I did till like I was a teenager, probably.
I just wanna interject with something like that. I'm pulling up Twitter because I need a what's it called. I was checking between the donations to see if anything came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please let me know why Brad just tweeted hotel sex just hits different.
Oh brother. I mean, is he lying? That's the funny part. Is he lying though?
I mean, knowing Brad, this is the first time in like 3 weeks that he's gotten some. So hey, congratulations to you, Brad.
Well, shout out to Brad and Brenda.
Yeah.
I hope that
Everything.
that he's hitting it right, and I hope that
Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going back to what was being said.
You brought it up.
I know.
You brought it up.
But yeah,
That's your fault.
To me, wrestling. So like, I was allowed to watch it. I wasn't allowed to recreate what was going on because obviously, you're gonna hurt some kids.
Yeah.
That's
why they didn't want me to watch it. I wasn't allowed to watch Power Rangers or wrestling when I was a kid, but I could watch anything else I wanted to watch. I could watch Family Guy, I could watch South Park, I could watch whatever the hell I wanted to watch, but I couldn't watch wrestling, which was really weird to me.
Yep.
It wasn't even one of those like, oh, I'll get it one day in hindsight. I don't get it at all. I don't get at all why I was allowed to watch those things as a kid. But it'd be like that.
What's it called? Y'all remember when we started the brand split 3 to 4 years ago from the shows? They were actually so different from each other. It was fantastic to see. SVR 2008 was insane with the ECW fools. You could hit yourself with a chair and bleed to fill your momentum bar if you were from that brand. My exposure to wrestling began with the games. Like Aiden, my parents didn't let me watch too much growing up. Yeah. I guess it's just because just how much. You watch the Mexican channels at a certain time, you'll find Lucha Libre on there, like wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So like you just see all these dudes like doing like crazy acrobatic stuff, and you're like, fuck, what's this? And then I go to school and some kid's like, hey, you watch Raw? I'm like, what's Raw? And he's like, oh, it's on channel whatever number it is on fucking cable. I'm like, oh, and so then I would just start watching, and I was like, oh yeah. So just. Mostly, to me, my exposure was just, it was first with those Mexican channels, watching the Mexican wrestling, which is freaking wild. If anybody remembers, there's that old video of like this really small person who was like put on the edge of the ring, and this guy, I'm guessing he's the heel, just decides to just slide drop kicks him, and he like
my gosh, yeah,
he flies like to like the ramp, but
he just gets like fucking projectile out. Yeah, I've seen that video,
dude. That shit's wild, dude. But yeah, like that's my exposure, and I fell in love with it, and it's something that I love so much. I took a break from like 2010 to 2013. Yeah, I came back like right around WrestleMania 29. I really fell in love with it. I started liking it a lot. I went to when I was in like my first college, like I'd get judged for it a lot. Like it'd get called like, like what's it called? Like everybody be like, it's so fake. And I'm like, well, man, I mean, the fucking movies that you love are fake too. What the fuck's the difference?
Movies are fake.
Yeah, movies are fake. TV are fake. Shit, man. What's it called?
Yeah, that's why I'm on like Randy Orton's side with that whole beef that he's got with Soulja Boy right now. Because it's like Soulja Boy's like, man, that shit's fake. And it's like Randy had a good point. He's like, you like movies though, right? You like movies. Those are fake. The only thing is with wrestling, it's live. And we actually act and do our own stunts.
Yeah.
Like it's essentially everybody's Tom Cruise. Everyone acts and does their own stunts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But sometimes these people die. And sometimes they get really, really fucked up with their injuries, man, and they can never work again. Just, really sad, but
it's really
it is what it is.
It's really sad. But yeah, I can't help but just laugh with that whole beef. Like, but for like just how I've seen Randy, like there's a significant change in the way that Randy Orton talks to Soulja Boy than how he talks to everybody else on Twitter. And it's like, hey bro, you don't have to do this, bro. Like just like talk to him like you're gonna talk to him.
Yeah.
Like you ain't gotta pull out the hood card like if you're actually from the hood, bro. Like just stop. Like
he pulled out the wallet and like slid it down like the FBI, and it like unfolded and was like, "That's my N-word pass right here, brother."
This is my street cred, right? I got street cred. Yeah. Let me tell you something, bro. Just because kids from the hood like to watch you wrestle doesn't mean you got a hood card.
Yeah, it's like the comic book shop that I go to get all good things. They give me like a little punch card for every couple comics. That's Randy Orton. He's got a punch card for his hood credit.
Yeah. You ever seen like there was like top 10 times like what's it called, WWE was racist or stuff, like what's it called, videos
top 10 times.
Yeah.
Watch the whole fucking history.
Well, no, just like
literally
the
watch
things,
the build to whatever WrestleMania was with Booker T and Triple H.
Yeah, that was like one of the prime examples. Like, dude, what the hell were they giving them to read, bro? Like, who's writing this crap? Like, just like Randy Orton looking at I think it was Mark Henry, MVP, and somebody else, and calling them like street thugs and stuff like that. Like, like who the hell is writing this shit? Like, stop, man. Like, oh man, God,
we know one WWE writer that is probably not my biggest fan. Ex-WWE writer. We don't gotta bring that one up on the show.
All we know is that it goes to one man to approve what needs to be shown on TV, and and we all know that man, Vince McMahon, is fucking racist.
Yeah, it's racist. I mean, literally the whole build to that WrestleMania match between Booker T and Triple H was like, he was literally there going like, people like you don't deserve the title, boy. I was like.
And then he tells him to like do a dance, right? Like
racist.
And he tells him like do a spin-a-rooney for me, Booker. Do a spin-a-rooney for me. I'm like, bro, stop.
Yeah. Oh, good lord.
I
feel so horrible for Booker T, man.
As a mixed race Asian and black individual, WWE was on some crazy stuff back in the early 2000s. Jimmy Wang Yang was supposed to be a role model to the Asian community. Yeah, I mean, and then like hold on, like even Mikey, like people like Tajiri, Tajiri is so talented, dude, and then they just give him the fucking stupid ass stereotypical Asian fucking gimmicks, and it's like, it's so damn, what's it called? It's so damn frustrating.
It's disheartening,
Yeah.
man. I mean, sometimes just fuck WWE, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes just fuck them.
Yeah. I hope you guys are
Another
there for what's it called? We're shitting on them and like I hope we see you there for our WrestleMania watch along on the Nerdcore Podcast Network.
which is coming in 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks till WrestleMania.
Yeah, April 10th and April 11th.
Yeah, April 10th and April 11th. Yeah, I got both of those off for work. Apparently,
sir.
my boss is a big wrestling fan.
Yeah, he said I'm not coming to work either.
Yeah, he heard me talking about it. He was like, you like the Bella Twins? I was like, not really. But... not really, but sure.
No, hold on, man. I think he likes wrestling for a different reason, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he likes wrestling for the right reason. I told him, he was like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go meet Thunder Rosa on Saturday. He was like,
who that?
Oh, I don't know who that is. I was like,
but you like the Bella Twins?
But you don't, you fucking Mark.
Dude, anybody who starts with you like the Bella Twins, I'm like, I need to go ahead and check your card a bit. I need to find out whether you're watching wrestling for the right reason or you're watching wrestling for another reason.
I started like pulling out the terms. I was like, I don't really think that they're that great at workers. And he was like, nah, man, they show up to work all the time. I was like, you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, no. Like we're done. We're done, man.
We're gonna go ahead and move on from that. Mikey said to Jiri, bro, I haven't watched the product in a minute. How they treating Kofi and Nakamura? Yeah, let's not talk about shit. That. Yeah, like absolute like shit, bro. That angers me because Nakamura's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I'm lying here. He's my number 3 wrestler of all time.
He's up there for you because you always talk about Nakamura.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Nakamura. It's always for me. It's Undertaker, Edge, Nakamura, AJ Styles, and fucking Triple H. Even though Triple H is who he is, and he's
Eddie doesn't count. Eddie's number 1.
Eddie is like number 0 above. For me because he's above everybody else. Yeah, Eddie. But I have Nakamura, bro. Like. To me, he is the guy. He is one of the greatest people you'll ever see on that ring. In that ring, he is one of the most talented, charismatic people you'll ever see in that ring. It's a damn shame what they're doing with that man.
Yeah,
it's a really goddamn shame. Yeah.
And again, like I don't want to be on like the whole. I do love how this is turned into High Flyer.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go to AEW, but at the same time, I'm like, I want him to go do something somewhere that like he'll get recognition and be like a top guy again. I mean, they could just send him back to NJPW, you know what I mean, and do his thing over there because New Japan's doing the crossovers with AEW like they're doing with Impact, so fuck it, send him to New Japan, let him do some crossover work with the AEW boys. I'd love to see him and Kenny go at it for a minute, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, it's the main character and the director. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks. I heard Eddie is 6 feet. Oh, no. Stop.
What happened?
He said, I heard Eddie is negative 6 feet.
Oh.
Bro, no. You're wrong for that one, bro. You are so wrong for that one, dude.
If Dwayne was here, I would need him to play the... That ain't it, Chief.
No. They wasted Kenta and AJ Styles, so it doesn't shock me in the slightest that they're continuing to waste Nakamura. He has so much fanfare behind him, and his work is unlike any other. 100%, man.
Yeah.
I love that. I always bring it up, dude. I think it's WK10 or WK9, Wrestle Kingdom 9, Nakamura versus I think it's Tanahashi or it is Tanahashi for the Intercontinental title. Ooh, one of the greatest matches you'll ever see in your lifetime. I love that match. It's he's up there for me. I mean, bro, my name used to be Shinaka 97 on PSN.
Whenever we play Rocket League, that's what always comes up.
Yeah.
We haven't played Rocket League in a minute, but I used to be like, what is that?
It's like it's Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura, yeah, I love Nakamura. Shut up, Kevin. Yeah, you came in with guns blazing, and they just ended up popping off.
Is he on Twitch or what's
Yeah, on Twitch. He's on Twitch.
Okay, because I've got it open up on my YouTube. Hold on, let me open this up on my Twitch too.
Yeah,
like I don't see this man.
Yeah, he's on Twitch. So Yeah, like we're okay. We're heading into the 1 hour, so we gotta go ahead and start doing this big topic
Yeah.
so we can finish up here. Cause I have an appointment with my psychiatrist at 3 o'clock, and
Yes, sir.
I want to
And then
make
we got a Warzone Wednesday, baby.
Warzone Wednesday, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So y'all, um, this is gonna be our first topic, and there will be many topics to follow in the Nerdy Chicano Live, but this was the one that I picked out because I've been wanting to discuss this in a very free way, where I'm actually able to get into it. And since this is literally my channel and I only represent myself, I can do whatever the fuck I want here. So I don't represent my brand. Well, I mean, I still do in a way represent my brand, but I'm not gonna be racist or something. I just want to talk about this. Um,
I mean, if you were racist, hey, bro, I'll have to
yeah, I'm gonna have to
see
pop
y'all
out.
later. Yeah, no. That ain't gonna fly here.
All right, so I bear the question of what the audience's places in the film industry and cinema itself. As we start this conversation, guys, as always, you can go to streamelements.com/thenerdchicano/tip. Go ahead and send me a donation, guys. I'm using it for my my crowdfunding for my short film, and I'm trying to finish it up in May. And we'll be using that money to kind of complete the funding that we need to rent our equipment and pay our crew. Because right now we only have enough money to pay our cast, and that's it. So guys, please go over to www.streamelements.com/thenerdchicano/tip so you can know what's going down, and so you can get into the conversation with us. I asked the question because we have seen the release of a certain film that for years had a very militant fan base in back of it, pushing for a studio to get it made, and a studio to to give the funding, allocate the budget to kind of get this film released. A job that is usually not supposed to be done by the audience, and it had me thinking a lot because I've always. I love film, but not in the sense where I'm like I feel entitled to a certain vision and being able to see that vision on the screen. It happened with Sonic the Hedgehog too. When when the fans did not like the
They didn't like the
the design of Sonic, so they continued to pester the studio, which then they decided to delay the film so that way they can update the design. And I don't care if the design was better or not. You take what you can get. You take what you get, and you base your criticisms off that. You don't cry and you don't bitch and moan and try to get your way because you don't like what's being presented to you.
Yep.
And like I said, I think this will be an interesting conversation because you have one person in here who is purely the audience. You have you, who's the audience, and you have me, who is somebody who's trying to get into the industry and make movies, and actually possibly be under attack by these type of things. But I guess we can start this off, Aiden, since you're the guest. What do you think? What do you think is the role of the audience within cinema? Where do we go? Where do we go from here?
Listen, man. I mean, I'll say it just because I know what we're talking. I mean, this whole Zack Snyder's Justice League thing has just like opened up this like wormhole that we can't escape from with the film industry anymore, where essentially what the audience is supposed to do, you get behind the filmmakers that you get behind, or you get behind whatever movie that you get behind, and you go watch the movie. And if you like the movie, you like the movie. I mean, you tell people, go check this movie out. I really enjoyed it. If you don't like the movie, you don't like the movie. You tell people, I didn't like it. And word of mouth gets around, and that's how you get these things going. You know what I mean? If there's a time and a place for fans to get together to rally behind films to get made. I mean, your film, this is your creation. This entire film is purely your creation. You know what I mean? And you're not in a position where you can go to a Warner Brothers, you know what I mean, or a Disney and say, hey, I want to get this movie made. And they're like, okay, well, due to the fact that you want to get this movie made, we're giving you the money. We're going to take a little bit of creative freedom, and or a little bit of creative control. And we're going to say, these are some of the things we don't want in the movie, or these are some of the things we do want in the movie. They're going to give you the money, and then you get it made. That's your deal that you guys made together. So you, the filmmaker, and the studio exclusively should be the ones figuring out what goes on behind the scenes for this film. You know what I mean? Versus the crowdfunding, you know what I mean? Where you're asking us to be able to help you out. You know, we're sending you money to see your vision. You know what I mean? We're not taking a property that exists already with a DC, you know, on a movie that's, you know, whether or not you agree with the fact that the dude should have been removed from the project, which I don't think he should have been removed from the project. I do think that, you know, he should have stayed on the film. They should have just continued to make the movie, but that's not what the studio wanted, and it's their property. So if they wanted him to get off the movie and they wanted Joss Whedon to come in and finish up the movie, whether you think the movie's better or not, that's the studio's decision. It's their project. It's their property. They own it. You know what I mean? It's not your decision to say, hey, you know, send death threats to the studio and demand that this movie gets, you know, released. You know what I mean? You know, and good for Zack Snyder that he's finally able to like get this burden off his shoulders, that like people can finally see the movie that he wanted to make. For all accounts and purposes, I think it's a good movie. You know, I really enjoyed the movie, but it's just the way that it was gone about is just something that we can't really escape from in film. You know, fans forcing studios to bend over, you know, for them.
And once again, this, and I have to bring this up. These are the faults of the studio system, the Hollywood studio system. Let's not be blind to this. You know, this is what the studio system was intended to do, and be able to buy properties so that way they can own it and they can make exclusive movies that are exclusive to their studio, because they're the only ones who own the rights to this type of stuff. But Ferris, what's going on, Ferris? What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
hope you're having a good day.
Watch out with that register, bro. Watch out with that register.
Yeah, watch out with that register, man. We trying to get a movie made.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a movie made, bro. Yeah, let me see what's going on, bro. Hey, streamelements.com/nerdychicano/tip.
Oh no.
We're not specifically talking about the Snyder Cut, but I'm talking more so the implications of what happens when
it's probably the biggest example.
It's the biggest example. Let's not be blind to that, right? You know, like it's the biggest example. Just the implications of what happens when the audience comes into the into the creative process. You know, I've said this once again. To me, this leads down the road of public censorship. You know, of allowing what's gonna get made. Because you're lucky I ain't got the register near me, bro. Come on, man. Just try to open it. Just try to open it. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by, Ferris. It's freaking awesome to see you, bro. To me, it leads down the potential road of, you know, state of what's called public censorship, and, you know, of dictating what is to be made. What can I do? Because, like, you know, if we look back into the nice wonderful world of Hollywood before, it was it was what it is now. You know, there was a little censorship board. There was the things that could not and shouldn't and were not shown on film, and But shit, at least that was a committee made by people who were working inside the damn industry. It wasn't just some random people with Superman photos and an anime profile picture who decided that they wanted to feel like they had a win and feel like they could bring the power to, like, you know, look, guys, you should use your individual power for things like politics and be able to change the world that we live in, not for a fucking movie. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
not because you're upset at some pretty bad CGI on Henry Cavill's face. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's, yeah, I don't get it. It worries me because I'm worried about things in the future where it's like, you know, say they make an Ironheart movie.
Yeah.
You know, and they get there's so many racist MCU fans, unfortunately, but there are.
Yeah.
And misogynistic. We saw it with Captain Marvel, but imagine, you know, we get an Ironheart movie made and the fans get so up in arms about it. A black woman, you know, stepping into Iron Man's shoes is how they view it. Yeah. You know, to the point where now they're lobbying against the movie, and they get the character recast. Now we're getting characters whitewashed and things. You know, what are the repercussions of what's happened with, like, things like Sonic and, you know, Zack Snyder's Justice League? And, you know, again, for all intents and purposes, I haven't seen Sonic. I don't know if the movie's good or not. From what I heard,
don't even care if it's good.
Really enjoy it, but whether but the character design has no impact on whether the film is good or not.
Yeah.
Again, I like Zack Snyder's Justice League. They still just don't. The movie deserved another $70 million to essentially get turned into a new film with additional footage and whatnot. Yeah. So it kind of sucks.
Hey, Ferris with the $50. Thank you so much, man. I have the register. Yeah, you do, Ferris. You got the register. Damn it, bro. Thanks for the $50, bro.
Are you gonna translate any of the money that people send in to a credit for like the tiers that worked for your film? Because I know,
bro, I would have to go back and look at what's everybody got.
Yeah, you have to go back and look.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're doing it through here, I mean, anybody who's like donating here, like, I'll keep tabs, and if you're not on the Indiegogo, I'll still send you a link so you can watch the film.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
You're good.
For
yeah.
Sure.
The least I can do.
Movie, sir.
The least I can do is send you that YouTube unlisted link when it drops.
Yeah. Yep.
As long as you don't leak it.
We know how to reach him. We'll get him.
Of course, bro. Of course. Ironheart's going to show up in Armor Wars, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I hope. Yeah. I love Riri. I love Riri Williams. Yeah. She's freaking awesome. But yeah, man, it's just, to me, it's like Dwayne says, it's Pandora's box, bro. And to me, as somebody who very much values creative freedom, values this industry, I'm going into this industry because I love creativity. I love the stories that I want to tell. But and as bad as this sounds, bro, if it's not what the audience wants, like, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going in here. I better at least be an associate producer. It's going in my bio. Damn it, Burke on YouTube. Burke, right now, if you want, you can switch over your bio on Twitter. Put associate producer of Raul Alejandro Mendoza's before I leave. Don't worry, you got this.
I live in Mendozaville.
Yeah, it's just Raul's world. We're all just living in it. Yeah.
But speaking of Dwayne, I mean, he brought up probably, I think, like the best point on it, where you've got all these people who are arguing and saying, well, it's about the director's creative freedom. It's about the director's creative freedom. But we have the same people who completely undermined the director's creative freedom with the Sonic movie.
Yeah.
The director wanted that character to look this way. The fans didn't like it. So then they lobbied against the movie and now took away the director's creative freedom. And now it looks like what the fans wanted. So really, you're not about director's creative freedom. You're about seeing things that you enjoy. You don't like 2017's Justice League, which is, I'm pretty sure, the reason why you want to see the Snyder Cut now. Because let's play semantics here. What would have happened if the 2017 Justice League movie was incredible? What would have happened if, like, universally everyone agreed that was the best superhero movie ever made? What would everyone have done then? Would we ever be hearing about release the Snyder Cut? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's a funny little game that these people don't want to play.
And to me, I've always said, like, if you really cared about directors' freedoms and creators having the freedom, you wouldn't be pestering about restoring a universe. I think you would be going to Kickstarter.com, you'd be going to Indiegogo.com, looking up all those, projects that people are trying to get funded so they can make their movies, and you go and help them out. And fight for creators of underrepresented communities that are not getting the projects that they want to get made, putting a spotlight on them. And yes, what this movement did a lot well was raising money for suicide prevention, which is a great thing, and I really respect them for that. But like, there's also there's the people in the movement that were just bitching and crying, and they're like making a big deal out of these things. Like, there's a really tough lesson that us as creators have to learn at one point. It's the lesson of having to move on from a project, and I think that's what Zach is doing now. It's like, oh, there's not going to be another sequel after this, and it's whatever, that's what WB is doing, and in a way that's closure for him, hopefully, and just got to keep moving on, and we move on to the next project. There's no meaning of going back and trying to do what needs to be done, man. Like, I think that the more the audience grows powerful with these things, the more it doesn't become part of what the director wants or what the creative vision wants. It's about making sure that the audience isn't angry with it, so that way you don't have to get a similar situation again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Ferris says that I think she's going to be played by Dominique Fishback. I would love to see Dominique Fishback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, she was freaking awesome in Project Power, and she was amazing in Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I think they're probably going to be going a little bit younger though, but I don't know, to be honest. We'll see. I just think they want to they'd want to be going younger for like a Young Avengers thing, but she's still a young actress, so we'll see.
Either way, how it goes, guys, we're just gonna have to keep looking at the way the film industry is gonna continue after this, and it's what's it called?
Yeah. And I'm glad that, again, because it's the most recent example, that Warner Brothers has basically been like, no, we're not. This was a one-time thing. Like, we gave you the movie that you wanted. I hope you're happy, which everyone is for the most part. But like, we're gonna go back to continuing down our new vision. You know what I mean? If people forget, there's an entirely new head at Warner Brothers. Now, you know what I mean. So there's new people behind the scenes, and there's new decisions being made. We've moved on. We got Matt Reeves' Batman movies coming out. Shazam was liked universally by fans and critics. We're moving on with that. Rachel Zegler is going to be in it. Helen Mirren's going to be in it. We're moving on with that. Hopefully, Rachel Zegler is going to be a Zatanna, so she's going to get her own series. So we can get more POC representation going on. And the universe is going to continue on. It's going to prosper, and people are going to enjoy it or they're going to hate it.
Yep. And whatever happens, I mean, it's what's it called? We don't accept things as they are. What's it called? In the sense as like we have to like it. Like no. Criticism and art, are a very hand in hand thing. Like, you don't have. We're not saying here that you have to like what it is, but you also kind of accept that this is what we got. And if a director's cut comes out, then a director's cut comes out. But you don't have to you don't have to pester and fight for a different version of it because it's not what you wanted it to be.
Yeah, and as Dwayne said, let's not even start with the whole white privilege situation.
Yeah, I mean,
you said it here, brother.
let's not play around and think that you cannot sit there and tell me that Ryan Coogler is able to release a 6-hour cut of Black Panther. I think you'd be freaking crazy. I don't think you're even thinking about. Not even just Ryan Coogler. Like, I don't think any person from an underrepresented community would get the chance to do this because, first of all, there has never been a militant fan base behind a creator of color like this at all. And I'm glad that there isn't because we don't need that. No, that's just, no, you can keep that. But,
we don't need another reason for POC voices to be slandered. You know what I mean? Like, if these Snyder people were backing, like a Barry Jenkins or like an Anton Fuqua or something, like it would paint a horrible picture. And not because those directors are horrible people. It's just because now the white media that, does everything they can to, tear down people like us are going to, find whatever fuel they can to power their narrative.
Yep. And once again, that's the privilege of being a fucking white creator in the industry. There's a lot of things that you're not gonna get called out for, and you're not gonna get blamed for. I just believe the studio completely fucked up. We don't hear this about MCU when they fire a director. Yeah. But I mean, that's also. That's once again, we're talking about two different studios too. Like fucking WB is ran very differently than Marvel Studios is.
I mean, again, we there's nobody who was clamoring for a Patty Jenkins, Thor: The Dark World. Where was the love for this woman who didn't get her vision of the film? We don't hear about it. It's only for the white man, in a Zack Snyder, who, again, from what I know, is an awesome human being. Yeah. It's horrible, the loss that he had to deal. That sucks. Yeah. Something I never want to have to feel.
Hey, and I respect the man. I respect the man for I respect the man a lot for what he did this last week, and he called out the toxic behavior in the fan base that he has,
Yeah,
especially those Comics Gate and Geeks and Gamers people that you have to like remind everybody like, hey, I'm not affiliated with these people. I respect the man for that. Like, the man will always have my respect for that. But like, you know, there also has to be room to have these nuanced conversations.
Yeah. Well, I think we had a good conversation.
I think we had a good time, bro. I think we had a good time. What's it called? I hope you enjoyed your time here, Aiden. I love talking to you, and it was a lot of fun.
Yes,
it is currently 2:13 out here in Atlanta, Texas. So I got to get ready because at 3 o'clock I will be having a psychiatry appointment. But with that said, it's been a lot of fun. I want to thank Ferris for that $50 donation, bro. Thank you, man. When Scott Derrickson got fired, everyone was like, oh, that sucks, but we moved on like an hour later. I mean, it's true. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of salty that Scott Derrickson got, fired. But, like, you know, I think you might see me with a release the Derrickson cut or the Derrickson script.
I think I'm unfollow you.
They don't even let them finish the movie. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like, they usually make those decisions before the production is wrapped. Yeah. So, as always, I want to thank my wonderful guest today for coming on. Aiden, you want to let them know where they can find you?
You guys can find me anywhere and everywhere at Aiden Kossick, AIDEN KOSSICK. Patreon is launching, I think it'll be exactly a week from tomorrow. So April 1st. It ain't no joke. It ain't no April Fool's joke.
I was about to say, is this a joke?
No, sir. We're going to be having a lot of content on there, a lot of movie commentaries, maybe exclusive game playthroughs. I might be doing like a weekly comic book haul kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do on there. You know, it'll be a lot of fun. So go help support me with that. I would really appreciate it.
Go please support Aiden. I'll put the link to your channel, to your Twitch and your YouTube when I go back and when I go into the stream right now. I can always be found everywhere. The Nerdy Chicano, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, soon YouTube. Just let me get my freaking a custom URL. That's why I'm asking you. I am once again asking you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go and search up Raul Alejandro Mendoza on YouTube. I'm going to come up. There's going to be a lot of Mexicans, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to come up. Don't worry. You'll find my face in there. Go and subscribe. Please help me out. I want my custom URL. I know that Burke is doing the same thing, so go and subscribe to Burke Made on YouTube. Help him out. Get him his custom URL too, because it kind of sucks having to put all these damn letters and dashes and numbers. So, with that said, though, I will catch you guys on Monday for another episode of Between the Frames, and then next Wednesday we'll see who will be stopping by for the Nerdy Chicano Live. But I think we did a good job for our first official episode. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I don't have an outro, but I will say that I hope you guys have a safe and wonderful day wherever you are in this world. And yeah, I hope I hope you wash your face. I hope you wash your dick. I hope you wash your ass. And yeah, stay safe, guys.